Rob here, and I thought I'd start working on my truck toolkit that I'm going to be working on, putting it together. There's still some things in here that I want to put in it that I haven't rounded up yet. I just come off a 3-day shift, so that's why I hadn't made a video in a few days, been working. But anyway, the first thing I want to put in there is, this is just a cheap Walmart task force socket set I've had forever. It's I've used it on small things, and I thought this would make a good kit to put in the tool truck box. And I cut off it had a handle here and everything, and I cut it off and kind of modified it to make it fit in the tool bag a little better. And I thought I would put that in this inside pocket right here. So that fits pretty nicely right down in that side pocket. So that slides right in there. I don't know if you can see that. Slid right down in there. And then I have some channel locks. Thought I'd put a pair of those in there. We're going to put them over here on this side. And I have just some Cobalt standard pliers. I think I'll put them right there. I also have a Cobalt adjustable wrench I'm going to stick in there. I'm going to stick that in the same place, so that's kind of going to be, and I have a little pair of side cutters. You never know when you're going to have to cut a wire or something, or a piece of baling twine, and I'm going to slide that right there in that pocket. Now, in the center pocket, I'm going to put my Hyper Tough impact wrench, just because I don't really need it in the shop, and it's just really kind of an extra, so why not throw it in here? Might need it at some point. And to go along with that, I also have I'm going to put a Craftsman bit set in there with it, just to carry along, and that's going to go right there in that pocket. So that's got that. So I have a 6-in-1 Cobalt screwdriver here, and I think I'm going to put it right there. And I also carry just a little flat one. This has been in the door card of my truck for some time, but these are pretty handy, and you can use it to pry if you need to. So I think I'm going to stick that right there, or maybe I'll put it inside. It's a little taller. Let's see. I'm going to put it right there. So we'll put the screwdriver there, got the drill driver. Okay, also just a little cheap tape measure. I don't know why you would need this out, but you might be somewhere and need to measure something. So I'm just going to put that on one of these loops here on the side of the bag, just out of the way. You never know when you might need a little. So I also have the Cobalt digital tire gauge. I just picked this up, so it displays. It's got the little thing here. If you get too much air, you can let some out. I'm going to stick that right here in the front. And I also have just a standard air gauge that I've had that in the truck a while. I'm going to stick that right there just as a backup in case the batteries were to go dead on the other one. Actually, I'm going to put that right there. Alright, and so I also have an old set of Stanley. These are just standard SAE wrenches, 6 of them. They go from 5/8 to, but I'm just going to put them in this front pocket here, just to have a few wrenches out. You never know, you might have to tighten up a battery cable or something of that nature. take out a battery, put in a new one. And I'm going to leave those right there. It looks like a good home for them. Alright, the next thing I think I'll put in is on this back side. I have a roll of black tape, part of a roll of black tape. But before I put that in, I have 3 large zip ties. And I put the large ones in there because you can make a large one smaller, but you can't make a smaller one bigger. So we're just gonna put these down in here with our tape. So, and there's some other stuff that people recommended that I put in there that I'm going to gather up. Another YouTuber, Boomstick, recommended some plastic and some jumper cables, which I have out in the garage. I don't put them in the truck, but I need to put them in the truck. And so I'm going to get those. Flashlight, you know, there's some things in here that I'm still lacking. And last thing I'm putting in it today is just a little box cutter. And I'll probably just stick that here on the side. My whole goal with this is to make a just an emergency roadside kit that's you know, stows fairly well behind the truck seat, doesn't take up a lot of space. And anyway, that's what I've got so far in the emergency kit. I think that's got me covered. You know, I got some combination wrenches, a socket set, you know, enough pliers to cover most things, an impact wrench, screwdrivers, air gauges, tape. You know, I do need to carry some battery jumper cables. I need to put those in the truck. And I do have a little 12-volt mini air compressor that I bought to use when we go camping to pump up bike tires. And I'm going to throw that behind the truck seat as well. It usually stays back there, but I think it's in the wife's car right now. So that's going to go back in the truck, and jumper cables. And I'm going to put a 55-gallon drum liner in this to as a drop cloth if you get out and break down and need to lay down. That was another YouTuber's, Boomsticks, one of his recommendations. And so that's a good idea and something I hadn't thought of. If you broke down on the side of the road and need and it's raining or wet or damp, and yeah, that's a good idea. I thank Boomstick for that. But anyway, that's just a look at the kit I was putting together. Don't want to bore you guys. But on one final thing, it's Black Friday, and I did go out to Lowe's this morning, and for anybody interested, they had this DeWalt, comes with the tough case, 10-blade set for $9.97. I think it was under $10. But I thought that was probably one of the best bargains I've seen out there for on Black Friday. They had a lot of good deals, but nothing that I really needed or felt like I had to have or pick up. So anyway, I thought these were a great deal. You get 6 tooth per inch, you get 18 tooth per inch. That's kind of a finer cut blade, and a 14 tooth per inch, and a 6 tooth per inch, just one of those. But anyway, that's and there's the let's see, what's the model number on this set? I don't see it. Made in the USA. There's the SKU number if anybody wants to look it up. But anyway, I thought this was a pretty good deal. So anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody that watches my channel and takes the time to leave comments. I appreciate every one of them. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And you know, I'd like to see my channel grow, and every subscriber I get is you know, important subscriber to me. So Thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, we'll see you on the next one.